in Santa Clara. You don't stay in business for over 37 years without building a trust with the people who count the most. You, the customer. Don't take a chance. Go with a name you can trust. Gilmore & Associates Real Estate in Santa Clara. 246-5020.
Zach Looney, your batter, to start the top of the 5th inning here at Stephen Schott Stadium. And he takes the first pitch, strike, 0-1. We are all tied up at 1 here after BYU cashed in a run on the Hayden Nielsen RBI. That's 4 RBIs in the last day and a half for Hayden Nielsen. The 0-1 pitch, foul tip back into the screen by Zach Looney, and it's 0-2.
Well, that's great production out of your 9-hitter.
Yeah, 4 RBIs in then 14 innings ain't too shabby by any means. Zach Looney stepping back into the box. The Broncos have been sent down 4 in a row. Munoz, Perry, Ozan, and Braff. 0-2 pitch here from Santa Tiempo is lifted out to right field. Brugman doesn't even have to move out there in right, and he's underneath it to make the grab for 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And that'll bring Kurt Woods to the plate for Santa Clara. Woods started on Thursday night in left field for Santa Clara. In that ball game, Woods was 0 for 3 with a strikeout. He was inserted into the game last night, pinched hit for Santa Clara. And he's back in the starting lineup this afternoon for the Broncos. Flew out to right field his first time up. He takes a pitch on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Santa Tiempo has really settled back down and now looks like a guy who could be a mainstay in this weekend rotation. The 0-1 pitch, a fastball low and outside in the dirt for a ball, 1-1. Beautiful afternoon here in Santa Clara, California. Some cloud cover, but patchy blue skies has turned it into a nice day in the mid-60s. As Woods thought about trying to turn around and hit that fastball, but he has to let it go by. Just too good of a location on the inside corner, 1-2.
Santa Tiempo just hit the inside part of the plate with that one.
Woods, right-handed hitter, waiting for the pitch. Santa Tiempo delivers off-speed, breaking ball, ring him up. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Woods retired looking. So 6 in a row for Santa Tiempo, and that'll bring Drew Ozan, who popped out to Whitney over there at first in foul territory his last time at the plate. That coming in the 3rd inning. So Drew Ozan, right-handed hitter. On the season, Ozan hitting .265. Santa Tiempo delivering, and he misses outside, 1-0. The Cougars will play Washington State at 10 a.m. on Monday morning in Provo, and then they will play Utah on Tuesday before hosting Portland next weekend as Drew Ozan hits the outside, or looks at a pitch on the outside corner, 1-1. The Broncos will play at University of the Pacific, future West Coast Conference member, on Tuesday, and then they play a 3-game set against USF next weekend right here at Stephen Schott Stadium. The 1-1 pitch, fastball inside, and it's 2-1. So Santa Clara playing their first home games in the conference slate this weekend. They started out on the road at Pepperdine, were swept there by the Waves, and then went up to Portland last weekend and were swept by the Pilots. Santa Clara at 0-8 in West Coast Conference action. BYU at 4-4. Santa Tiempo, 2-1 pitch, grounded by Drew Ozan through the hole on the left side, and it rolls into left field, fielded out there by Anderson. The Broncos have their second hit of the ball game here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Drew Ozan did a nice job to pull that one to left field and extend the inning for Santa Clara. Nice 2-out hit right there for Drew.
Makes Santa Tiempo work a little bit more. 66 pitches through 4 2/3 innings for the freshman.
Yeah, if anything, it just increases his pitch count for later in the game.
Justin Veely coming to the plate. 0 for 10 in the series. Throw over to first. Diving back in safely, Drew Ozan. Ozan has stolen 1 base on the year in 2 attempts. So you can judge for yourself, but not exactly the biggest threat on the base path. Santa Clara, a right-handed hitter, or pitcher, pardon me, throws back over to first. Ozan not with a very big lead over there, but the Cougars certainly concerned about it, and they throw over to first for the 2nd time in a row. Jarvis has been a little inconsistent with his throws down to second base this weekend, and so maybe that, more than anything, is concerning BYU. 2 outs here, bottom 5. First pitch gets away from Jarvis and rolls to the backstop, so Drew Ozan moves up to second base, and now the concern of a steal not really in place anymore with a runner in scoring position for Santa Clara and 2 outs here. Justin Veely will have an opportunity to drive in the game, or to drive in the run that would give the lead to Santa Clara here in the bottom half of the inning. Santa Clara holding out of the stretch, checks the runner at second base, now delivers the 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Good curveball there from Santa Clara.
His fastball has been his best pitch throughout the afternoon. He's had the most success locating the fastball, but if you can complement that fastball with the breaking ball, he's going to be a very good pitcher, especially going forward. Veely waiting, right-handed hitter, and he takes outside. 2-1. Due up for BYU in the top of the 6th inning. It'll be Law, Brugman, and Whitney, the middle of the order for the Cougars. 2-1. Santa Clara waiting, now delivering. And he misses outside with a pitch. It's 3-1 now to Justin Veely. Greg Harrisis waiting on deck for Santa Clara. Drew Ozan at second base. We are even at 1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Light breeze out towards left field at Stephen Schott Stadium. Sun's out though, 65 degrees here in Santa Clara. 3-1 the count, 2 outs. Santa Clara delivers. Fastball low and outside, and Justin Veely earns himself a 5-pitch walk here to put runners at first and second with 2 outs for the junior Greg Harrisis.
Well, good at bat there by Veely. Working the count, drawing the walk. Continue to have a great on-base percentage for the Broncos, and that's really what he can do, is work the count and just be really patient up there at the plate.
Well, and especially, I think Justin isn't hitting the ball the way he would like in this series.
Yeah.
And the guy behind him, Greg Harrisis, has hit the ball pretty well all year long. Homered yesterday, so why not give the opportunity to Harrisis to knock him in? Right now, BYU with a little meeting out there on the mound. It's their pitching coach, Jeremy Thomas, coming out to talk to his young starter. There is action down in the bullpen. So a couple of Cougars go down there and begin with some soft toss in the bullpen, but right now it's Keaton Santa Clara's game, at least here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The new hitter, Greg Harris, is coming to the plate. He homered in yesterday's ball game out to left field. Boy, the Broncos could use one of those right now. They are tied at 1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 hits for both teams. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Breaking ball in there for a strike on the inside corner. Playing behind the bag at third is Law. The outfield shaded a little bit towards right field. There's a big alleyway out there in right center. I think right now that has to be considered a triples alley for Greg Harrisis. 0-1 as Santa Clara starts his motion and then steps off the rubber and looks Drew Ozan back to second base. Santa Clara could really use a base knock here or give them a lead in this ball game after the Cougars came back and scored a run here in the top of the 5th. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, sent back up the middle into center field. Hanneman charging in. He fields it, but he bobbles it, and that will allow Drew Ozan to come around to score from second. Harrisis dives back in safely to second, and the Broncos have a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Harris moving up from first to second on the air out in center field by Jacob Hanneman. And Justin Veely going from first to third. The Broncos lead 2-1.